it's a given that she's got huge intelligence, but I think what is unique about her is the way she applies that intelligence to the higher echelons of cutting-edge science, whilst using the same intelligence with humanity in the way that she works with her patients and their families.
She's frank, forthright in what she says, irreverent when she can be, cheeky when she can be.
Eve is absolutely marvellous as a colleague. She's always enthusiastic, always has a positive contribution.
People didn't all like her rather blunt approach, never confrontational, but if she was asked her opinion on something, she would give her opinion, not beat around the bush.
For me, I think in terms of an individual study, it has to be the CT scan study in chronic schizophrenia, which was published in Lancet in 1976. It's important to remember, something we often forget, that in the mid-70s, psychiatry was just coming out of the years that were called the anti-psychiatry years, when schizophrenia was really, the whole concept was severely challenged. And to suddenly find the pendulum swing right the opposite way overnight was really quite astonishing.
She has never pursued her own career at the expense of others. She has, to the contrary, been very concerned to foster the work of younger people and help them establish their careers.
Eve would come and champion colleagues for a distinction award in the most eloquent, compelling and indeed fierce terms. Fierce in defending her own, in speaking for juniors, in speaking up for nurses and other clinical colleagues, but with enormous kindness. Kindness to youngsters in her department and young clinicians, and of course kindness to patients. That comes over in every aspect of Eve's practice in Edinburgh, and I'm sure before. Patients loved her.
Eve always said herself, and this is, I think there's an element of truth in this, that the attributes that you look for success in a man are attributes that are viewed very negatively in a woman, and I think she always felt that that was an issue in how others perceived her.
Eve has been a pioneer for female psychiatrists because they're very thin on the ground.
She was an inspiration, not by banging the drum for the feminist cause, but just by setting by example what she'd done, giving advice to other women about things they thought they couldn't aspire to in medicine and psychiatry.
When she enters a room, she fills it. She does that effortlessly, even if she isn't talking, but that's rare.
She has provided a unique role model for female psychiatrists, and I'd like to say that she is one of the best dressers I've ever come across.
One of my favourite quotes from Eve is, "If there's one thing I'm not really sure I approve of, it's women practising medicine."
She does remind me, in her enthusiasm, the way she gathers people around her. She really is the Miss Jean Brodie of psychiatry.
I think she would probably like to be remembered as a female in medicine who left a legacy at a time when not many women did.